Good morning, fifth grade. This is Miss J. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, and we're going to get into some math review. Now, before we go over all of our work, you should have completed each practice problem. If you haven't done that, pause the video now, complete it, and come back to the video. If you have completed your practice problems, then you're ready to go over your answers with me. Now you should have your work in front of you, and you should have a pencil to make revisions. Number 1, we find volume by filling a 3D figure with A, units, B, square units, C, cubic units, D, lengths. A is incorrect because it's not specific enough. B, square units. Square units is incorrect because square units represent a two-dimensional shape. If you're looking for length times width, then you're looking for the formula for area, which requires two dimensions. But we're looking for the units of a 3D figure, so that would be three-dimensional. So B is incorrect. D, lengths. Lengths is not considered a unit, so that is incorrect. C, cubic units. If there are cubic units, that lets you know that you are measuring 3 dimensions. So in a 3D figure, you're multiplying together the length, the width, and the height, and those are 3 dimensions. So C is our correct answer. Number 2, which set of coordinates create a square? So let's go through each coordinate and see which ones create a square. A, we have 1, 5 as our coordinates. So 1 is on our x coordinate and 5 is on our y coordinate. Then we have 1, 6. We have 4, 6. And then we have 4, 5. Would you consider this a square? Nope, that's a rectangle. So we know that A is incorrect. B, 1, 5. B, 1, 7. C, 4, 7. D, 4, 5. This is also considered a rectangle. So we know that B is incorrect. Let's try D. D, start at the origin, 0, 0. B, 0, 3. Remember that our coordinate to the left is always our x coordinate, and to the right is our y coordinate. C is 3, 3. Excuse me, C is 8, 3. And D is 8, 0. This is also considered a rectangle. So D is incorrect. C, starting at the origin, 0, 0. Coordinate B is 0, 3. Coordinate C is 3, 3. And coordinate D is 3, 0. Here we have a square, so C is correct. Again, if you notice that you've made some mistakes, make sure that you're correcting your work as we go along. Number 3, Miss Davidson bought a fish tank and 3 fish. Her new tank is shown below. Now Miss Davidson wants to fill the tank with water. If she fills the tank to the very top, how many cubic feet of water will fit in the tank? If we're filling the tank to the very top, what exactly are we solving for? That's right, we're looking for the volume because the volume is the space taken up inside of an object. What is the formula for volume? The formula for volume is volume equals base times height, or volume equals length times width times height, because we know the base is made up of length and width. So that means that we're going to multiply each dimension together. So 6 times 4 times 3. You know that 6 times 4 is 24, times 3 is 72. So our volume is 72 cubic feet. So our answer is C. Number 3, we're going to subtract the mixed numbers below. What's a strategy that you can use to solve? That's right. You could use a number line. So you can see that I've used the counting up strategy using a number line. And we totaled our amount of jumps all together, and we got 2 and 4/12. So here your answer should have been B. Notice how that my units were not common denominators, so you had to make sure that you created common denominators. Our secret code for math review today is iPad. IPAD. Again, in all lowercase letters, the secret code for today is iPad. IPAD. Number 5, Jin is building a spaceship with snap together blocks. Each block is 5/8 inch wide. If the widest part of the ship has 10 blocks side by side, how many inches wide is that part of Jin's spaceship? So I have my 10 blocks here, and they are each 5/8 of an inch wide. What operation would I use to figure out how many inches wide is that part of Jin's spaceship? That's right. I would multiply. So 5/8 times 10. Just 5/8 times 10. 5/8 times 10 equals 58, which is simplified to 6 and 2/8, which is simplified again to 6 and 1/4. So our answer here is C. Number 6, I'm going to evaluate 3/4 times 2 and 3/4. You can either use an area model to solve, or you can turn your mixed number into an FGTO. So I've turned my mixed number into an FGTO. 3/4 times 13/5, which equals 39/20. And then when we turn that into a mixed number, our simplified answer is 1 and 19/20. Number 7, the Garcia family is planning on building a swimming pool in their backyard. A plan for the rectangular swimming pool is below. The family has to create a cover to put over the pool during the winter. How many square meters must the cover be? What formula am I going to use to solve? That's right, area. Area equals length times width. So that means that we're going to multiply 9 times 2 and 1/2. That 9 times 2 and 1/2, which is going to equal 9 times 5 halves, which equals 45 halves, and simplified as a mixed number is going to equal 22 and 1/2. So our area and our answer is D, 22 and 1/2 square meters. That's all we have for math review for today. Have a great day, everyone. Make sure that you're reaching out to teachers if you have any questions.